Welcome to the Hope on the Hard Road podcast, where you and your family can find community, find encouragement, and find hope for the road ahead. Speak encouraging words to one another. Build up hope so that you will all be together in this. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Hey guys, before we get started today, we want to tell you about our date night event coming up on February 17th. This is a fun-filled night for caregiving couples to relax and reconnect. And from now until January 15th, we have our BOGO tickets. That's right, buy one couple's ticket and get a second couple's ticket free to share with your friends. Just head on over to our website at hopeonthehardroad.org or go to the link on our social media at Hope on the Hard Road to sign up. Oh, and speaking of social media, don't forget to follow our social media to get all the latest and subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode filled with expert insights and heartfelt family stories. Hope to see you there.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Can you believe it's already 2024? Well, we just wanted to welcome you back on the Hope on the Hard Road podcast, and really excited to celebrate a new year.
Yes, we are, and we just want to let you guys know we get it. We are a special needs family. We have a 19-year-old with autism, and we get it. We get how stressful and isolating this can be and how hard it can be. And so that's why this community was created. That's why this podcast was created. We just really hope it brings you some connection, encouragement, and hope for your road ahead.
Yeah, we're encouraged about what's going to be starting up in the new year, and we really just want to take some time right now to preview some of the episodes that we're going to be doing as we start this year. So let's listen in.
Is the final chapter hasn't been written, and to take it one day at a time, to say, Lord, I don't know what the end of this day will look like, much less the end of this season. So draw close to me, give me the encouragement that I need for today, and the end of the story.
It's not always realistic, like to get a day away or something like that, to have us spend the night. We went for a long stretch and have gone for long stretches without it. But if you get the opportunity, don't feel the guilt that, what's going to happen? Take the opportunity when you can get it and just trust that God gave you that opportunity.
That still instill in your children that the hope of Jesus Christ for them, not only our walk with Jesus, but that he has a walk for your child, no matter how or disabled they are or aren't disabled. God is going to use them, and having two on opposite ends of the spectrum, one that's very verbal and literally speaks all over the world to people about special needs and autism, to my other son that can't speak at all and lives in a group home and currently is in a wheelchair. God uses both of them.
Be willing to go deeper with the Lord. The more time you can spend in the Word, the more time you can spend in prayer, the more loving and effective and godly you're going to be as a husband and as a dad. And it makes those things we've talked about happen easier because we're not doing it at our own strength.
And over the years, the one thing I would tell a mommy is, he knows. He's got it all. And it will work together for good.
I think for dads, I would definitely say find other dads who are walking this special needs life. That's been such a life-giving thing for me.
When you take care of yourself, you can then operate from that better place of strength, and you will be far more effective at doing the things you need to do for your child and anyone else in your life, including your spouse.
And he's using special needs in your story to bring you to the end of yourself, which is the beauty of the gospel over and over again, where he is enough and you are not. And we get to respond in faith and repentance and go, okay, God, in my weakness, I get to experience you more.
Just giving each other the grace to be where they are and to say, I don't have any expectations of how Mother's Day, how Father's Day, how Thanksgiving, how Christmas, all these holidays that look picture perfect on Hallmark cards. They're not picture perfect, but let's make the best of them. And that's what we choose to do.
A lot of it boils down to me of knowing a lot to live and being honest with myself of whether I'm actually living it. And so that honesty of, and being honest when I'm weak, it leads to so much growth when I'm depending upon God in that weakness.
Hey guys, so thank you for listening. It is just so exciting to celebrate all that God is doing with this podcast and the things that are coming up next. So we're happy you got to hear that.
Yeah, so something we want to celebrate. We talked about community, and we heard from a listener, and so we really wanted to share what they had to say. And when people share, we realize there's others out there. You're just inundated with the life of itself, and you don't have time for it. We get that. We understand what it takes to be a parent with a special needs child, but when we hear something, we want to share it and realize, that resonates and probably would resonate with you guys as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to read from a listener. They said, I have been listening to the podcast and they are truly a blessing. Knowing that there is someone that understands where I'm at means more than you could know. And so we are so blessed to hear that. Thank you so much. And, that just keeps us going because we know how much this is valuable to us. It's life-giving to us. And so we hope that it is the same for you. And so thanks for writing in, and thank you guys for listening.
Look forward to the new year.
Resources and contact information for today's podcast will be included in the show notes. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share us with others and be sure to follow us so you won't miss an episode. And we'd love to hear from you, so please leave us a comment or rating and connect with us on social media or on our website at hopeonthehardroad.org.